If you're in any of the Facebook Poshmark groups, I bet you've seen these questions asked over and over and over and over and over again. So today, I'm answering all the most frequently asked questions in the Facebook Poshmark Canada groups. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Danica. I'm a part-time reseller based in Calgary, Alberta. I post reselling content here on YouTube every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you check back on those days for new videos every single week. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that and throw me a like before you go. Today's video is one that I can't believe I haven't made earlier because honestly, once I had this idea, I was like, the possibilities are endless. So, like I said in the intro, I am part of a couple of Facebook groups that are geared towards resellers on Poshmark Canada, and I feel like I see the same questions over and over all the time. It's like once or twice a week these questions are being asked, and I get it. Like, there are new users on Poshmark every single day. I don't know how many people sign up every day, but they join the groups and then they ask these questions that have been asked so many times. So I'm gonna answer all the questions that I see the most on those groups, and then maybe you find this video and you're a new reseller and boom, I've got all the answers for you in one place. So let's get started. The first one I think is the one that I see the most often. It's someone who has newly joined Poshmark, I think, or is like just starting to take reselling seriously, and they're on Poshmark Canada and they're noticing that they're getting a lot of followers from Poshmark US. This gets asked all the time. Why am I getting followers from Poshmark US? Why am I being shown Poshmark live shows from Poshmark US? Okay, so those are two different questions. Let's address the first one. Followers on Poshmark. I mean, when you join Poshmark, they just follow like 100 accounts for you. You don't even know who you followed. And I don't know why, but they do cross-border following. I mean, you can follow accounts on Poshmark Australia, Poshmark India, Poshmark US, Poshmark Canada, and soon Poshmark UK, but you cannot purchase from those accounts. You can only purchase from Poshmark Canada if you're in Canada. Now, does this mean anything? No. I don't understand really why people get annoyed at this. I don't really look at my followers at all on Poshmark. I don't think Poshmark followers are really like a relevant part of Poshmark. I understand that when they made the app, it was made as more like a social / reselling app, but I think now that's kind of been lost and I see it mostly as a selling app. But maybe I'm just using the app in one way and other people use the app more in a social way. But I would say if you're selling on Poshmark Canada and you're noticing that you're getting followers in the US, I would not worry about it. I wouldn't really spend any time trying to like delete those followers or anything like that. Just roll with it and just be happy that you're getting more followers. It doesn't make a difference. There will be a time, apparently, where cross-border shipping will be available on Poshmark Canada / US. It's something that they're like working on all the time. We've been told for years now that it's like, you know, they're working on it. So once that happens, you'll be ahead of the game. You'll have all these cross-border followers that can purchase from your closet. Now, people who are saying that they are seeing Poshmark live shows from US accounts. You see the live shows for accounts that you follow. I'm pretty sure, I think there are some like bigger accounts that are shown at the top if they've gone live, but for the most part you're going to get notifications if an account that you follow goes live. If you don't want to see any US shows, just unfollow accounts that are in the US, or just I don't know. When it comes to notifications on Poshmark, I have them all off, all of them. People are like, I'm so annoyed, I'm getting all these notifications. So turn them off. Turn them off. I get them to my email. I get offers and sales to my email. That's it. If someone likes an item, I have my automation sends them an offer. Like, it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. The second, I guess third question that we're going to go over is the reserved sign. I will try to find a screenshot of it, and if I can find it, I will put it here. But basically, if you are in your closet or anyone else's closet and you see a listing that has a yellow banner on it that says reserved, it just means that someone has gone ahead and hit like buy now. They are in the process of buying this item. It is not a guarantee that this item will get sold. 9 times out of 10, you see the banner and then they see what the shipping rate is and they're like, ooh, never mind, I don't want it that bad. So I think the sign stays there for like 15 minutes or something like that. You don't have to do anything to remove it. You don't have to do anything to remark it for sale. It will automatically go back for sale if the person does not purchase the item. And then if they buy it, obviously it will show as sold. So there's nothing you can do about it. Once it's there, you cannot remove it. If someone else is like messaging you being like, oh my God, I see that there's a reserve sign. Can you, like, I'll pay full price for it. There's nothing you can do but wait it out, wait for that reserve sign to be gone, and then once it's gone, you can hopefully sell it to someone else. Got it? The next thing I want to go over, and this could be a whole video of its own, but this is how closet clear out works. A lot of people are very confused about closet clear out, which is understandable because if you are new to the app, it does take a little bit of getting used to figure out what the process is for closet clear out. The biggest thing that I will touch on when it comes to closet clear out is that it needs to be for it. Okay, so closet clear out is every Friday and Sunday on Poshmark. They will offer discounted shipping to a buyer if the seller drops the price of the item 10% or more. The minimum on Poshmark Canada for the item to qualify for closet clear out is $15. I think it's $10 in the US. So every Friday and Sunday, if you're a seller, if you drop your price 10% or more of the lowest historical price of this item, a notification will go to the likers of this item that will say, hey, good news, Thrifty Stew has lowered the price of this item from $100 to $87. Buy now for discounted shipping. There are 2 different rates of discounted shipping, I think. In Canada, we have 4 shipping amounts. So you can either have full price shipping, discounted to $9.99, discounted to $6.99, or discounted to free shipping. Those are the discounts that I can give. When it comes to closet clear out, there's one of them. It's like, if you are paying between this amount and this amount, then I'll try to find the chart and put it up here, but it's like kind of complicated and it's hard to tell on the day of which discounted shipping they're offering. But the gist is, what I do on closet clear out sometimes when I have time is if someone likes an item, I will put it in a bundle for them and I will send them a message that says, hey, today's closet clear out. If you're interested, I can lower the price of this item to X amount of money and you will qualify for discounted shipping at checkout. Let me know if you're interested or if you have any questions. And then the person will either ghost me or they'll say, I'm just looking, or they'll say, yes, please lower the price. If they tell me to lower the price, I lower the price and they make the purchase most times. It doesn't happen very often that I've had someone say, yep, I'm interested, lower the price, and then they ghost me. Of course, it does happen, but not really often. So I think that should clear things up. Where a lot of people get confused is that they think they need to do the offer to liker for closet clear out. And then if you do that, then the discounted shipping is actually coming out of your earnings instead of being paid for by Poshmark. So just make sure that you are doing a price drop and not an offer to liker, and make sure that your price drop is 10% or more lower than the lowest historical price. if you go on Poshmark and you hit the little, I'll try to get a screenshot and put it up here because it's so much easier to just show you. But there's a little calculator icon next to the price drop, and it'll just tell you like, this is what the lowest price was and this is 10% less than that. Do you want to lower it to that? And then you can do that. So today's Saturday. I'll wait until tomorrow, Sunday, and try to show you. Maybe I can take a screen recording and insert it somewhere in here to just give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. Now, the next question that I see all the time is people in Quebec being upset that they can't win the contests on Poshmark. The reason why you are not eligible to win contests on Poshmark is because of the lottery laws in Quebec. It has nothing to do with Poshmark. This is just like how the rules work in Quebec. Not well versed on what the actual lottery laws and all that stuff are there, but I just know that it is to do with that. It has nothing to do with Poshmark. It is a pop-up that just says, do you live in Quebec, yes or no? If you put no, you can win the contest, but I, on the record, do not suggest you do that because that is against the law, technically. Next, I see people all the time asking for help on authenticity. And like, there's nothing wrong with that, really. The thing that I just wouldn't trust a yes or no from a Facebook group. That is just me. Some people like think they're experts or think that they know, but just seeing like a couple pictures online and being able to say, yes, that's real, or no, that's not. Obviously, sometimes it's like very obviously a counterfeit item, in which case it's like, yeah, that's fake, obviously. But I think it's best to just actually get it professionally authenticated. It is like $30 to get it done. So yeah, it does cost money, plus the money that you're spending on the actual item, but it is so much better to be safe than sorry when it comes to luxury items. I am like decent at authenticating things, but I would never feel comfortable enough to say yes or no. I would never feel comfortable enough for myself to say, to list something on Poshmark and say, yes, it's real, if I haven't just gone through a third party just to make sure, because you would never want to lose like a case on Poshmark because you listed something as authentic and it's not, and then you can get kicked off Poshmark for selling counterfeit items. So that's just something I don't mess with. That's something I don't suggest that you like really play around with because it can actually get you in trouble. Next is people asking questions about taxes, about income taxes and reporting your earnings and all that. What I will say is, just like the black and white rule is, if you are purchasing items to sell to make a profit, you need to report those earnings. That is the technical Canada Revenue Agency stance. Whatever you do, I don't care. It does not affect me. But people that are saying, oh yeah, you can just blah, 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 whatever. Now, if you are purchasing items with the intent to resell, it needs to be reported. You can also claim all the money that you've spent on inventory and like supplies, whatever, and deduct those things. What I suggest to everyone is to speak with an accountant. Just talk to a tax professional and they will tell you. Yeah, that is all I'm gonna say about that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about, and this happens a lot too, it's been happening way more lately than it used to, but if you are very new on Poshmark and you start listing items and then you get this kind of comment that says, hey, I love this item, can you send me more pictures to my email? Here's my email. It's a scam. It is a scam. I don't know, maybe they're like collecting emails, I don't know, whatever, but it's a scam. Don't email them. Just hit the little flag on the comment and mark it as spam 3 times. The comment will go away. And that goes with any comment. Any comment that you want to disappear from your listing, just hit the flag and mark it as spam 3 times, the comment is gone. Next, questions about ambassador status and just like if it's worth it. I didn't really even think about this before. I put it on my list, but I didn't even think about what I was going to say about ambassador status. I think it can be useful. It gives you a badge, I guess. Ambassador status too was really sold to us as like it's so much better, you're gonna have faster support time, blah blah blah. I don't know if that's true. I am reluctant to say that that's true. So just keep that in mind when you are like striving for ambassador status. I think it can help, but it's not like something I would like really be like too concerned about. Next, using Poshmark Facebook group as Poshmark support. What should I do? My packages and tracking. What should I do? Anything. The thing with this one is I can't even blame people because Poshmark support is so bad. It's like 3 business days before you get like a canned response, and then you have to email them back being like, that's not what I was asking about. And then it's like another 3 business days before they will actually reply with the proper answer. And by then it probably doesn't even matter because the person canceled the sale or whatever. Like Poshmark support is so bad. Like it's so bad. And it's crazy to me that they don't realize that. I don't know if they do or not. It's so bad. I don't understand how they don't have a phone number. It would take 2 seconds. Or a live chat. Just a live chat would just like cut down on the emails they receive by so much. Because people will probably email them 5 times about the same thing because they're like, I haven't heard back, I haven't heard back, I haven't heard back. A live chat. Someone has an issue, they just chat and say, hey, I can't get a shipping label for this. Boom, the person sends a new one. What? That would be so amazing. I've talked to someone on the Poshmark team and they're like, our support team is the biggest team we have at Poshmark. I find that so hard to believe. And if it is, that means that all the other departments are like 1 person and support is 2. Like, I don't understand. The next thing I wanted to talk about is something that I actually get like pretty heated about when I see it on the Facebook groups. It is people complaining that their listings for prohibited items are getting taken down, specifically perfume. Let's just talk about perfume on Poshmark. I get it. You want to sell your perfume on Poshmark. I absolutely understand it. The thing is, perfume is classified as a dangerous good because it is a flammable liquid. It is like, you know, if something, like, it's just a dangerous good. And in my line of work, I'm a flight attendant and we actually get Canada Post shipments on our planes in the cargo, and I think about it sometimes. I'm like, there could be stuff back there that should not be in there. And if something were to happen, like something really bad could come from that. So it's not even Poshmark prohibiting it. It is a Canada Post rule. It is like a Transport Canada rule, actually, probably. Dangerous goods have to be sent by ground. And since all the Poshmark shipping labels are priority, is that what it is? They go by air. So just don't do it. Just like sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Just stop selling perfume on Poshmark. You can list it on eBay and then select ground shipping. I don't understand what's so difficult. Just don't do it. It really grinds my gears. I get so heated when people like talk about it on Poshmark groups, and I'm just like, stop, because it's not just you that wants to sell your perfume on Poshmark. It's everyone. And if everyone is selling their perfume on Poshmark and everyone is friggin' putting it in the cargo of a plane I'm working on and something explodes, I'm gonna be mad. next. This is the last thing actually on my list. I'm sure there's a way more. If I spent more time on the Poshmark Facebook groups, I'm sure I could do a part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5 of this video. But this is the last thing that I have on my list right now is cross-border shipping. We get it. We want cross-border shipping. We get it. You don't think that it would be so complicated to figure out. Do you know how many users there are on Poshmark? Do you know how many things are sold every day? Do you even... Here's the thing. Poshmark actually gave us pure later shipping. Was it like a year ago? It was in the summer. And so many people complained that they took it away. Pure later was our closest shot to cross-border shipping, and you guys complained so much that they were like, okay, well, that route's not gonna work. We're gonna have to figure something else out. I understand why people didn't like Pure Later. It's not accessible to a lot of people in remote communities, and I understand that. However, if you've ever shipped anything using Canada Post, you know how expensive it is. You know how expensive it is within Canada. Never mind cross-border. I sell on eBay, and I can tell you that shipping is expensive for small items. You're talking like at least $20, $30 for a pair of jeans, maybe $35. And we want, like, we're gonna want like a $10 flat rate. This is ridiculous. It's not gonna happen. I think Pure Later was the closest we got to getting cross-border shipping, and now they're probably back to the drawing table. We're gonna have to think of different options because that's not gonna work. Poshmark is expanding. They're in Australia, they're in India, they're like launching in the UK soon. Pure Later would have been the perfect like global shipping solution. And everyone complains so much, but it's not gonna happen. So that's my thoughts on that. Obviously, I would love for them to have cross-border shipping. I am lucky enough in Calgary that we have a cross-border shipping option. It's $1 for me per package, per pound, to send something over the border. It's easy. It's super easy, and it's like a 10-minute drive from my place. I get it. I'm very lucky. I also, as a flight attendant, get like an okay amount of US layovers. I can bring packages with me and drop them off down there for free. I get it. I'm very lucky and privileged to be able to do that. Not everyone has that option, but like, we were so close. We were right there. Anyway, let me know in the comments what questions you've seen over and over in the Facebook groups. Let me know what you thought of my takes on these things. I'm sure not everyone will agree with everything I said, but that's okay. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do. I'm working so hard on my YouTube. And give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment about your questions that you see all the time on Facebook about Poshmark Canada and which ones I should answer next time. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're my favorite. Bye.